Lamont, Lamote, Lamoti, Lamati. I don't know what the mother hunchy name is, okay? I don't know, but it's spelled Lamotte. Trash. Y'all know I put that A&D ointment around my mouth to help it not look so old around the mouth. I've been doing it for years, y'all. Lamont, whose show business handle was Sherrick, was being groomed for recording stardom by Raynoma Gordy Singleton, former wife of Motown founder Berry Gordy. Miss Ruthie, she wasn't just grooming him, she was fucking him too. Okay? And occasionally doing the booger sugar with him. At 6'4" tall, with a pencil-lined mustache and spit curl on his forehead, he looked like a cross between Billy D. Williams and Clark Gable. You sure that just wasn't a Jerry curl? His knockout looks and silky smooth voice made women swoon, which is why Raynoma took him under her professional wing. He cut one album called Sherrick for Warner Brothers in 1987 and enjoyed middling success with the singles Just Call and Let's Be Lovers Tonight. But he soon faded out of the spotlight thanks to his erratic behavior and love for crack. Pause. Y'all remember when we was reading Raynoma Gordy Singleton's book? Sugar Ray is what we call her. Did you know that while he was driving around in your car smoking crack, he was out there graping? Did you know that? No, for a fact, Wendy Williams is not innocent by no chances. She has done her things to piss the world off. And I must say, because, Lamont, whatever the hell his name is, he's a cracker smoker, okay? And Wendy Williams has been known to do the booger sugar too. And I'm sure she didn't, cracker smoked before in her life. And when she went upstairs to the hotel, she probably thought all she was going to do was smoke crackers. But no way in the world did she deserve being raped that night. First, I thought it was Tony Terry. Let me apologize again to Tony Terry. I really thought it was him because it happened in, I think she said, D.C., and it was like a one-hit wonder. He had like 2 or 3 hits, but you could still put him in a class of one-hit wonder. So I thought it was Tony Terry. It was this mother frigger. Sure, you done stole Raynoma Gordy Singletary Sugar Ray's car, driving around graping women. Look, a piece of trash. I met Sherrick through Anita's longtime boyfriend, Gary Reed. He was managing Sherrick at the time. Raynoma had split from him after one too many frantic calls from Sherrick pleading for money to pay off his drug dealers. That sound about right. If I remember Sugar Ray's account of the situation, that's about right. Sherrick put Raynoma in some real binds and scary situations, but I knew none of this until much later. What? Y'all don't Google before Google? You call up Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, I'm screwing around with your old dude. What's poppin'? Oh, girl, he be still in my car, running around here smoking the crackers. Sherrick had just gotten out of rehab for the second time when I took up with him, which took all of a hot second. Since I had some sobriety under my belt, I thought my influence and example would help him, and we started dating. Answer no. It's hard with addicts. When you're a non-addict dating an addict, and I know this for a fact, because when you're dealing with someone who's in the throes of addiction, there's a lot of selfishness there. And they don't give 2 craps about you and your feelings. F your feelings. That led, in turn, to the not-so-bright idea of having him move into my beautiful Malibu home. Nothing in you said, I wonder why Sugar Ray put his ass out. Nothing. Admittedly, Shirk was a rebound man, as Don and I were in the middle of one of our many breakups. I had been helping Don out financially to support his family in Oakland while he was on tour with Michael Jackson. Oh, Miss Ruth. Girl, he gooped you, girl. Why are you helping? Girl, he on tour with Michael Jackson. The fuck do you need to pay his bills for? He on tour with Michael Jackson, girl. I was feeling generous and brought him a brand new sports car and even had it wrapped in a bow. He showed his appreciation by inviting me to Paris to see Michael Jackson on the Bad Tour, which I had encouraged Don to audition for. So lost at why you would buy a man that is working for the Michael Jackson anything. Michael Jackson is not no cheap mother, even though Virgos can be cheap, but Michael Jackson has never been known to be a chinch. Now, he is known for a couple of things, but never a chinch. When I got to Paris, Don wasn't there. I called his hotel room in London, and when some chick answered the phone, see what I mean? See what the fuck I mean? You around here paying his damn family's bills, buying them sports cars, and shiz. And you gonna run out and he got some woman answering his damn phone, Miss Ruthie? What is you doing? And if she didn't demand to know who the hell I was and why was I calling her man? So long, Dawn. My mother happened to be visiting when I decided to have Shirk move in with me. Wrong move, girl. She didn't waste a second letting me know she was dead set against the idea. How could you bring this total stranger into your life and your children's life? She asked. Think about their welfare. Mom had never interfered in my personal life before, and I was taken aback by her response because Mama know a cracker when she see one. He smokes the crackers. Girl, are you crazy? Hers was a totally legitimate and understandable comment, but it caught me so off guard and was all in my feelings. Do not come into my house and tell me what to do, I said to this sweet, caring woman who never hurt a soul in her life and loved me with every fiber of her being. It pains me to this day to remember how I talked so disrespectfully to her, especially since, as usual, Mom knew best. Shirk's increasingly odd behavior led me to suspect he was using again, and my suspicions were confirmed when he took off one night in my 500 SEL Mercedes and didn't return. See, if you would have called Sugar Ray, she would have told you that his ass is known to steal a car. After a few days, my assistant at the time, Sue Baumforth, called to report that Shirk was holed up in some Hollywood dump and asked what did I want her to do. Don't you dare bring him back here, I told her. Bring my car back and leave him right there where you found him. A while later, Shirk called me himself. He said he was very sorry, begged for forgiveness, and asked me to take him back. Hell to the no, I said. I never want to see you again as long as I live, and I never did. Do you know who this remind me of? It's a couple on, on YouTube. I cannot, the name is Terry and somebody else. And let me tell you something. I don't know the entire situation. I've just been watching them for a while. But at first it was fun and games. They used to play with each other, laugh and joke, do little skits together. And then that shit got real. Terry and Melissa. Baby, Melissa woke up one day and said, I'm sick of this shit. Y'all then gave him $26,000 to fix his teeth, and he smoked every dime of it up. I said, what? These dudes will trick you. You got to be careful, girl. Miss Ruthie, you got tricked. a lot. Not long after that, he disappeared again, and this time was off the grid for several years. Once I heard he had been severely beaten and shot by a dealer. He eventually resurfaced, married, and had a family, and even started recording again. But in January 1999, his naked corpse was found on the beach near the Santa Monica Pier. Sherrick was just 41 years old. Now that's tragic. How karma comes back and fucking leaves you dead on the beach naked. I feel sorry for his children and his wife and kids, but lady, you married a gRaper, and the universe will come back around. Okay? He may not have paid the price in jail, but he paid the price on that beach, ass bald naked. I later met Mike Sales, and we became engaged. Damn, she stayed marrying somebody. She stayed with her. Fame comes and fame goes, and where it stops, nobody knows. Although I sort of had a clue, we were heading into a Mojave Desert scale dry spell as the 80s came to a close. Momentum is a funny thing. You can feel when it's working in your favor, and you can sure as hell feel when it's not. Word. That's why the next book we gonna read is The Michael Jackson. Because it seems when we read about the Jacksons, we get a little momentum over here. Released in March 1988, Serious Slammin' was our last album with RCA, as well as our 9th and final collaboration with Richard Perry.